Hello again, dear lovely IELTS candidates, and welcome to my channel, IELTS with Ralph. Today we're going to analyze data. We're going to write a perfect Task 1 academic writing report, and today's chart is pie chart. First, take a look at our question. The charts below show the main reasons why students chose a particular university in the UK in 1997 and 2007. So you know that when there is data plotted over a period of time, it can be 2 years, 3 years, no matter. So when we are going to analyze data based on different time periods, so our chart is trend, all right? Yeah, and you know the language of trend graphs. We are going to talk about increases and decreases and adverbs and adjectives, nouns, verbs like dramatically, significantly, dramatic, significant, increase, decrease. So these are the words that we are going to use in analyzing our data, which is trend graph. And today we have two pie charts. The first one is in 1997 and the second one is in 2007. And it shows the reasons why students chose a particular university. There are 5 basic reasons: quality of resources, suitable degree courses, proximity to parental home, quality of teaching, and good sports and social activities. So first of all, let's take a look at our overall planning, what we are going to do in each paragraph. So you know, in introduction paragraph, we talk about what is the chart describing. So basically, we paraphrase the question, right? So it is pretty easy. Our second paragraph is our overview paragraph. So we should talk about what are the main trends, right? Or what are the main features in this graph. All right, now let's first analyze what are the main trends and features. By feature, there are basically 2 main points that we have to cover in our overview paragraph. The first one is main trends, the differences in data in 2 years, all right? These are called main trends, and main features or main feature. So the main feature in this paragraph is suitable degree courses. As you can see, suitable degree courses are the most important in both years. In 1997, it is 35%. In 2007, it is 37%. So this is suitable degree courses is the main feature in this pie chart, right? And what are the main trends? So by main trends, we have to analyze the differences in data. The most significant increase or the most significant decrease in these 2 pie charts. So as you can see, proximity to parental home became more important, right? It increased from 10% to 22%. So the first point, the first main trend is proximity to parental home, and sports and social activities became less important. They decreased from 19% to 6%. And you know that in writing our overview paragraph, we should not talk about data. Never write anything about percentage or the units of measurement, all right? So just talk about the main features and main trends. And in paragraph 3, which is our first body paragraph, and paragraph 4, which is our second body paragraph, we have to categorize data here. Sometimes students talk about, for example, 1997 in one paragraph in the first body paragraph and 2007 in the second body paragraph. That is not a good way to analyze data. You have to analyze it based on good categorization, all right? So categorizing the data here is very important. Or sometimes students, for example, analyze 3 of the causes or the reasons in one paragraph in both years and the 2 remaining in the second paragraph. Now, what I'm going to do is, in the first body paragraph, I'm going to talk about the biggest change. I'm going to describe the biggest changes, all right? So what are the biggest changes, as I'm going to talk about in the first body paragraph, is parental home. And the second biggest change is good sports and social activities, all right? And in the second body paragraph, I'm going to talk about the smallest changes. The remaining three are the smallest changes. So this is a very good way of categorizing data and analyzing those data in two body paragraphs. All right, now let's just start writing our introduction. So, in writing our introduction, we have to paraphrase the question. Now, let's take a look at our question again. All right, the question says, the charts below show the main reasons why students chose a particular university in the UK in 1997 and 2007. The charts below show, as you can see, two pie charts here compare data. So we can change our verb to compare. We can write the chart compares the primary reasons. So instead of the main reasons, I've written the primary reasons, all right? Why students chose a particular university? Instead of particular, we can write specific. Why students chose specific universities. In the United Kingdom, instead of the UK, I write the United Kingdom. And instead of in 1997 and 2007, I write in 2 years, 1997 and 2007. All right, that is our introduction. Now, let's write our overview paragraph. And we talked about this. We are going to write about the main feature, which is suitable degree courses, and then the main trends, proximity to parental home, and good sports and social activities. So I'll start with something like this. A general overview of the data suggests that, this is a good phrase that you can use in the beginning of your overview paragraph. A general overview of the data suggests that the suitability of degree courses remained the main consideration throughout the period. Right? So we talked about the main feature. Now we should write about the main trend. However, there was a notable shift towards considering proximity to the parental home as a deciding factor. So I'm talking about the shift here, the big change that increased, right? And then I should write about the decrease, a sharp decline in sports and facilities. While interest in universities' social and sports facilities experienced a sharp decline. So this is our overview paragraph. It's a very good overview paragraph. Let's read it again. A general overview of the data suggests that the suitability of degree courses remained the main consideration throughout the period. However, there was a notable shift towards considering proximity to the parental home as a deciding factor, while interest in universities' social and sports facilities experienced a sharp decline. Now, I should write our first body paragraph. As you know, in writing our planning, I said that we are going to talk about the biggest changes here. So what are the biggest changes? The biggest change is about proximity to parental home, which increased from 10 persons to 22 persons, and good sports and social activities declined from 19 persons to 6 persons. So these two data are going to be analyzed in our first body paragraph. I'm starting my first body paragraph with a phrase something like this. A more detailed examination reveals, it means it shows, that the proportion of students seeking proximity to parental home doubled. It's a very good word. You can write more than doubled, all right? Because when we say doubled, it means it increased from 10 persons to 20 persons. But when it is more than doubling, you should write more than doubled. So we should write to parental home more than doubled from 10 to 22 persons, right? So we talked about the big increase here. Now, if you want to talk about decrease, you should write a very good linking word, right? And that is in contrast. In contrast, comma, the importance given to good sports and social activities fell from 19 to just 6 persons. All right, that is our first body paragraph. Now, we should write our second body paragraph and the remaining 3 data here. Meanwhile, it's a very good word you can use in writing your second body paragraph. Meanwhile, the emphasis on quality of teaching and resources. Now, let's take a look at our quality of teaching. So that was 15 persons in 1997, and it increased to 18 persons, right, in 2007. So, meanwhile, the emphasis on quality of teaching and resources showed marginal, it means very low, a bit, marginal increase that ranged between what? 15 and 21 persons for both categories, right? Suggesting a steady, but not pivotal interest among students, right? So that was from 15 to 18 persons, but that was not big, right? That was marginal increase. And it showed that students became a little bit more interested in quality of teaching, right? Now, the second one is the most popular reason, all right, which is the suitability of degree courses. The most popular reason, the suitability of degree courses, remained relatively stable with a slight increase from 35 to 37 persons. So as you can see, now let's take a look at this part again. That was 35 persons, right, in 1997, and it increased by 2 persons, right, and it reached 37 persons in 2007. However, it was the most popular reason in both years, as we mentioned in our overview paragraph, right? All right, that's it. That's how we can write our Task 1 report and analyzing data. But one thing I have omitted here in my writing report, and that is the last point, which is about quality of resources. I should have put it in the second body paragraph, but here's a little bit of a exercise I want you to do. I have omitted the last sentence here in my second body paragraph. I want you to write in the comment section the last sentence, which is about the quality of resources. I want you, dear lovely IELTS candidates, to write the last sentence here in this report, and I want to be sure that you have learned how to analyze data and how to write a report on Task 1. So if you can write, please write in the comments, and I will try to correct your mistakes in the comments section, right? So now it's your turn to write the last sentence of this paragraph about quality of resources. And as you can see, there was a marginal decline from 21 persons to 17 persons in 2007. So write it in the comment section, and I will try to analyze and I'll try to correct all your mistakes. All right, that's all for today. Hope you guys really enjoyed this lesson. And next section, I'll try to work on diagrams, which so many of you have asked to work on it. So we'll try to write a full report, Band 9 full report on maps and diagrams. So until next time, enjoy your time, stay tuned, and goodbye.